That would be really cool if we can see Zero Suit Samus with significant power-ups, because that's something they haven't done to Zero Suit Samus yet. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit more about Metroid Prime 4, which is where I left off in my last video. What I would like to talk about today is weapons and abilities. Metroid Prime let us know that the wave beam was electricity based. So the grapple beam is electricity based as well, but it's a different type. It's almost like electromagnetic energy. So if you picture this, if the game was to allow fast swapping of weapons, you can picture the ice beam being utilized in a way like the ice beam is not water at whatsoever. It's just a chill based attack. It makes the temperature drop around it. It just brings the temperature down when it hits something, and there's no water involved. I think there's more that can be done in Metroid Prime 4 as far as what beams react to what beams after, if you use them one after the other, or the same way you could use the plasma beam to melt ice, and like there could be combination of beams if you could fast swap them. They have a very good possibility there for what can be done. Aside from that, how many more beams can you possibly come up with that haven't already been used since the birth of the Metroid series 35 years ago? There's not that many more beams that you can come up with that haven't been introduced already, unless you tweak an old one and make it a different thing, or use a combination or a variant of existing beams. I personally would like it if they stay away from the fusion suit, but that's just me. Only because I feel like the fusion suit looks too fleshy. It looks like it molds to the body, and it can be sexy looking, like smooth type of texture type thing. Samus is badass. She's a badass in her power suit, and that should remain. But of course, we want Zero Suit Samus to make an appearance in some form or way. Just remember in Smash Brothers, they introduced Zero Suit Samus's boots. Those are high jump boots, the same high jump boots that you acquired in Norfair in Super Metroid. Those are high jump boots, but those high jump boots from Super Metroid were an attachment to the power suit. But the high jump boots that Zero Suit Samus has are attached to her feet like stilettos. So that's different. So I feel like in Metroid Prime 4, there should be some sort of area or part of the game in which you don't have the suit and you have to fight as Zero Suit Samus, and that's one of the very few weapons you have, or upgrades rather, is those high jump boots. They should describe what those high jump boots, what they do, what else they can do besides make you flip and jump, and where did they come from, and all of that stuff. That would be really cool if we can see Zero Suit Samus with significant power-ups, because that's something they haven't done to Zero Suit Samus yet. I also wouldn't mind seeing the Justin Bailey code come back. The Justin Bailey code. I wouldn't mind seeing that come back. I really wouldn't. It's just Samus in a bikini with green hair running around, and she probably has a gun. It's funny and all of that. It's campy. It's like old school, like 80s reference. And if there was a mode like that you could access, it would be really cool. I mean, it doesn't have to be sexy. It doesn't have to be sexy. It could just be the Justin Bailey code and throw it in there the same way that some games throw in big head mode, just the fact that you're Justin Bailey should give you like, you can move faster or something like that. You know what I mean? Justin Bailey code could make a comeback. I don't need it to, doesn't matter, but I'm saying that would be cool. That would be pretty cool. You don't want Samus to be bullied around the same way she was bullied around in Corruption. You also don't want her to be bossed around the same way she was bossed around in Other M. Samus has to have as little dialogue as possible. That's probably what people hated about Other M the most. How her finally talking made her too submissive and too humble when she's supposed to be a lone wolf, a badass, a bounty hunter. And that kind of took away from the image. I understand. Other M is one of my favorite Wii games of all time. but I understand the people that don't like it because I understand the reason they don't like it. Even if Samus is like full of cheesy one-liners, like every Vin Diesel movie.
I'll kill you with my teacup. It's never goodbye.
I've taken this world back.
Not yet. I told you if you ever point that gun at me again, I'd kill you.
She'll be fine. She should be portrayed as more heartless, which would in turn make more sense when we talk about the affection she felt for the baby, because she was abandoned as a baby. Maybe, I don't know the actual legit story, I know fan fictions, but maybe the reason she was so attached to the Metroid baby was because she remembered herself as a baby. Maybe the reason that she was so attached to Adam is because she needed a father figure, and that's why she was so submissive to Adam. Maybe the reason that she panicked when she saw Ridley and other M is because how many more times do I have to kill this guy? I've killed Ridley 27,000 times in my life and he's still coming back. Could you imagine that? Let's say a rat or a raccoon got into your house or something and you killed it. I'm not promoting animal cruelty. Every time you kill it, it comes back. And you know for a fact it's not a different one, it's the same one. Wouldn't you panic too? I would. When Samus sees Ridley and it shows her as a little kid, that actually brings me back to that same statement I made. Maybe she was abandoned as a kid. Maybe she needs a father figure. Maybe she doesn't have a childhood. Maybe seeing Ridley took her back to the last time that she actually felt like a kid, which was the first time that she ever saw Ridley in her life. That brings me into like a lot of what I think the storyline is. I don't want to get into the storyline just yet. I'm saving that for another video, which I know they're already making the game. They're doing what they're going to do regardless of what I do and say. But this is for entertainment purposes only. If you have any suggestions, tell me. I'm open. I just want to make this as fun for everyone as I possibly can, because I want to make sure that I have fun too. And if people are not enjoying watching my videos, then what the hell am I doing videos for? You know what I mean? Just let me know. If the video sucks, talk to me. I'll fix whatever makes the video suck. And once again, thank you very much for watching. Peace.